Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Sports and Balls, guys. I'm Jeff Michael, your host as always. Wow, if you're wondering why I'm wearing a beanie inside, well, it's because it is 13 degrees outside. It is freezing here, and even for the South, it is cold. So welcome into the show, Sports with Balls. I'm your host as always. Going to be a fun show today. Maybe be a really quick show. This is a lull, a huge lull time in sports. No NFL. We're just waiting on the NFL draft. I'm not going to get into mock drafts today. We'll do that closer to draft time. But we'll get into a little bit of the NBA today. But as you guys know, not a huge fan of that until right before the playoffs, which is creeping up. It's creeping up. A game happened last night between the Lakers and the Charlotte Hornets that we'll get into, which is fairly interesting with new Luka LeBron duo over there. And we'll talk about that for a little bit. But before we do, today is February the 20th. Let's get into the national holidays. National Love Your Pet Day. I got to get a new one. We had to put down our dog, so we need to get a new one. The kids are kind of pissed about that. Let's see. It is Clean Out Your Bookcase Day. I don't have a bookcase, so I guess I have a couple of them. That's it. Great American Spit Out, removing deadly effects of tobacco from your lives. If you're smoking, stop smoking. I say that because firsthand experience with my father, it didn't go well towards the end of his life. Hootie Hoo Day. Goodbye, winter. Welcome to spring. This is Hootie Hoo Day, and it couldn't be a worse one down here in the South. I swear, guys, this is Houston, Texas that I'm in right now. It is 17 degrees wind chill outside. We're not made for that kind of stuff. So there you go. What else we got? National Cherry Pie Day. Got a hysterical story about my grandmother with cherry pie. National Comfy Day. Maybe that's why I'm wearing the beanie and the hoodie. Stay comfy, guys. It is freezing outside. I think most of America is pretty cold today. Let's see. National Handcuff Day. Take that however you want. There's all sorts of different ways to, experience National Handcuff Day. National Leadership Day. National Muffin, Student Volunteer, Whistleblower Reward Day. Ooh. If you're a whistleblower, I don't know if you get many reward. No Politics Day. That'd be nice. Women in Blue Jeans Day. Love that. Anthropology Day. I don't even know how to say this, dude. Cholangro. I don't even know what that word is, dude. That is a long word. Aggressive types of cancer. World something day. World Day of Social Justice. Dude, this is a lot, man. Charles Barkley's birthday. There we go. We finally get to the birthdays. Charles Barkley's birthday. Cindy Crawford. Woo. Olivia Rodrigo. Any other athletes? Nope. That's it. That's it for your holidays, your national days, and your birthdays, man. All right, before we get going, got to thank a couple of people that make this show possible. Number one, Christian's Tailgate Bar and Grill. I say it every time. Go to christianstailgate.com. Find one near you. Place is flat out amazing. Their food is amazing. Go for lunch. Go for the sports in the evenings. Get your drink on. Meet with friends. Great place. Great atmosphere. Now, when you leave there, if you get in trouble, call Thiessen Law Firm. TheTexasTrialAttorney.com. 713-864-9000. 713-864-9000. Also, the Lindsay Company, number one plumbers in the Houston and surrounding area, 281-373-3333. Local, been in business for 30-plus years. Also, Butler CCS. You got a water leak, insurance claim, you got a roof you need replacing, call Wes Butler, Butler CCS Incorporated. Go follow them on social media. Actually, I have a new photo with Butler, and I will put that up next week. Phone number and everything included. But for now, go to Butler CCS Incorporated. All right, let's get to some NBA. There was a game last night. It was between the, 14-win Charlotte Hornet team. Yeah, 14-39. They were in LA with the newly acquired Luka, and they lost 100-97. This is going to garner a lot of attention, as it should. LeBron was the leading scorer for the Lakers with 26 points. Luka was 5 for 18, 1 for 9 from 3 points. Did have 11 rebounds and 8 assists, pretty close to a triple-double, but only 14 points. He was plus 13 while on the floor, while LeBron was minus 4 on the floor. This is a huge issue because LeBron is it's LeBron's team. We all know that. LeBron and the Lakers, man, it's just it's kind of nerve-wracking if you ask me, but to lose LeBron and Luka losing to the 4-39 Charlotte Hornets is embarrassing. That should never happen. They have 14 wins on the season. The Lakers are 32-21, 19-7 at home, and they lose to one of the worst teams, if not the worst team in the NBA. Well, I think Washington is probably worse, but you get my point. LaMelo Ball had a decent game after his dad. Did y'all see that story where his dad got his foot, half his leg amputated? I didn't read the entire thing. I just know he got it amputated. That was just brutal. But Melo had 27 points. Miles Bridges with 29. And they beat the Lakers, man. And this is the thing. If you're LA, if you're an LA fan, if you're an LA coach, if you're an owner, if you're a GM, do you want Luka to take over the game? Or is this LeBron and Luka taking a back seat? This was the problem going into this whole trade. Who is going to be the leader? You can't have two. There's always got to be an alpha. And on this team right now, you've got two of them and nobody knows what to do. Luka with 14 points. Look, you had Miles Bridges with 29 and LaMelo Ball with 27 in Charlotte. And that's why they're 14-39. The rest of the guys had 10, 4, 12, 3, 10, 5. The Lakers have an identity crisis, if you will. I mean, who's their star, Luka or LeBron? It's not a big three. Hachimura had 17 points. I mean, he had more than Luka. But it's not like you consider Hachimura as big three in LA. This is going to be interesting to see how this pans out. And especially in the offseason. Are they going to acquire anybody else? Austin Reeves, 8 points. Dalton Netsch, everybody was talking about him. He's got 3 points. He was minus 16 on the floor. Wow. 13 minutes. Dorian Finney-Smith, 12 points in 28 minutes. He's their sixth man, apparently. I think the Lakers have a problem. I think they have a huge, huge problem. We'll find out. We'll find out. Any other stories in the NBA? Guys, today's show may be a little short. I'm just saying there's not a lot going on. So I'm going to go over what I can go over, and that'll be about it. LeBron says, Luka says roll in clutch goes both ways. Whatever. That's impossible. It's not how it works. You call the play just like Jordan and Steve Kerr. It doesn't go both ways. There's an alpha. It's not like 1A and 1B. You can't have that. That's the issue that the Lakers are going to run into. There was another report put out. If you go to Sports with Balls on your social media, I put this out earlier, man. And I'm going to try to get over here and read this to you about the NBA All-Star Game. Had its second lowest ratings of all time. That's right. Let's see. Drew the event's second lowest viewership ever with an average of 4.7 million tuning in on Sunday. I told you guys last show, I didn't even know it was on Sunday. I thought it was on Monday. I had no idea that the All-Star Game was Sunday. I swear to God. That's unbelievable. I missed the slam dunk contest. Granted, I was doing other things, but I probably would have tuned in. I like him. I'm glad he won again, third time. But the All-Star Game, I had no idea I just had no idea it was this weekend. That's weird. That's very strange. Ratings were down 13% from last year. That's incredible. That is huge. That is a major, major problem for the NBA. I think the memes that I saw on social media or any of the spotlights that I saw were Kevin Hart and Shaq during timeouts or something like that. That's ridiculous, man. Like, take it out. Take it out. It's a waste of time, waste of money. I don't until you figure out what to do with it, because that's brutal. Meanwhile, the NHL new Four Nations face-off tournament, badass idea. I mean, awesome. Way to go, NHL. I couldn't be happier with the NHL. Replace the traditional All-Star game this year with that new concept, which is awesome. Produce the best ratings for a non-Stanley Cup hockey game since 2019. And they have that Canada-U.S. matchup on Saturday. Way to go, NHL. Way to put it to the NBA. That's fantastic. And see, that's the kind of maybe the NBA needs to call the marketing department over at the NHL. They completely wiped the floor with them. The NBA All-Star game, All-Star weekend, All-Star festivities has absolutely been demolished. And look, the NFL, they just took it out. They literally are just like, if you're in the Pro Bowl in the NFL, it's just sort of like a little vacation. They don't care about the ratings, which is fine, and maybe that's what the NBA should do. Because if they're trying to get ratings off of their All-Star festivities, it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. I'll go over the standings with you guys one more time in the NBA. It's nothing's changed. The Lakers now moved to 5th seed. The Rockets are the 4th seed in the Western Conference behind OKC, Memphis Grizzlies, which, by the way, Memphis had a Ja Morant trade thing going down, but that's not going to happen, guys. It's not going to happen. So it looks like Memphis is hanging on. And let's see, Dallas Mavericks are 8th. Oh, dude, they're 6-4 though in their last 10. Not bad. Low battery on. Uh-oh. My computer goes out, guys. Sorry, the show's going to be slow. Anyways, in the Eastern Conference, you got Cavs, Boston, Knicks, Pacers. Love it. Eastern Conference looks like to be a blast. What else we got? I really have nothing else to go over, man. Like, I mean, it's just the NBA, then you have the NHL All-Star. I'm not going to get into Tiger Woods stuff. I'm not going to do the draft. I mean, there's just not a ton to go over today, man. We're in that weird lull period of sports now, man. So I'll leave it short. I'll leave it simple. We'll just do a little NBA thing. Major League Baseball's in full effect, by the way. The spring training. So all camps have all people there. Spring training. I'll go into that on Monday because I believe we will start having Cactus League games, if I'm correct. Let me check real quick before I get out of here. Let's see. Scores on MLB. Is there a game today? 2:05 today. Cubs and Dodgers in the Camelback Ranch in Glendale, Phoenix, Arizona. We have a spring training baseball game today. That's fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. Cubs and Dodgers go at it at 2:05. So there'll be baseball on TV, man. That's pretty awesome. Not gonna lie. I'm happy about that. I'll get into baseball more on Monday. I'm not going to go over the NBA on Monday, probably at all next week. I'll give it another week. We'll do some draft talk next week as well, man. But like I said, this is a short show because it's just a lull period in sports. There's not a ton going on. And I'm not going to beat a dead horse, man. Not going to fill you guys up with information that you don't really want to hear. So I'm Jeff Michael. This is Sports with the Ball. See you guys next week.